So in this video, I'll show you everything you need to know to customize your Shopify footer, going from this, the default boring footer every new store starts with, to something like this, which is completely different and a lot more professional in my opinion. And the best part, to create a footer like this, as you can see over here, also with these shapes, with these cool shapes. This is a moving shape, as you can see over here, it is moving a little bit. So the best part here, you don't need a $400 premium theme to create a footer like this. You don't need a paid app, you don't need any plugins, just a free theme. So this design you see here is created with the free Shopify theme Horizon. But before we dive in, I want to quickly cover the two most popular free Shopify themes right now, which is the Dawn theme and the Horizon theme. Again, both of them are free and they are made by Shopify. All free themes you can find on the Shopify theme store are all created by Shopify. All paid themes are created by third-party developers. That's just on a side note. And if you're just starting out on your Shopify journey, the choice you make right now in terms of what theme you're gonna pick actually matters. And yes, also for the footer of your Shopify website. So the free Shopify Dawn theme was the default for many years and plenty of stores still run on it today, including my own store. But when Shopify dropped the Horizon theme back in 2025, things shifted. And there are some big differences in terms of footer customization options between Horizon and Dawn as well. And let me show you exactly what I mean. So to get to the footer, you have to click on the online store here, then themes, and then click on edit the theme. So I both have the Horizon theme and the Dawn theme installed, so we can see the differences here. So this is the Dawn theme and this is the Horizon theme. And one quick tip here before we move on. So here you can see the theme library, but here you can also see current theme. And this is an important difference here. So this here is my live website. So it says current theme. That is my live website. So any changes I make here go live immediately. So if you have an active store with real customers, don't experiment directly on this theme. So in that case, click the three dots here, click on duplicate, and then make your changes on the copy and publish when you're ready. So let's say this is your duplicate. You can then click here on publish, and then that version becomes your new live version. So for the ones that are entirely new to the Shopify editor, let me give you a quick explanation here. So on the left side here, you've got the page structure, and at the top is the header, and that's global, meaning it appears on every page. So any changes we make on the header here will appear on every page. So for example, if we click the announcement bar and if we change the color scheme here to, for example, this, as you can see now, the color changed. And if we switch pages, so now we're on the home page here. If we switch to, for example, a collection page, if we click this collection page, you can see the header stays the same. So on the collection page, it also now has this new color. Let's go back to the home page. And by the way, if you want to undo that action you just did, so for example, we change this color, let's say we want to undo that action, you can just click here on that arrow icon, and now the announcement bar is white again. Then coming back to the left side here, so in the middle we have the template, and this is where individual pages are built out. So for example, we are now on the home page, as you can see in the middle here, and if we want to tweak the home page, we have to do so inside the template area. So for example, we see the image banner, we can see here the featured collection, which is this part here, but at the bottom over here we have the footer. And similar to the header, any changes here affect your entire website. So let's say we want to edit our Dawn theme footer. So now watch this. So let's say we want to add a section inside the footer. If we click here on add section, you can see we only have three options. And that's it. You've got the custom liquid for code. We have an email sign up section, and we have the Shopify Magic, which is the AI generator. And here we can see that email section. And I want to quickly pause on that email section we see over here. It just crossed my mind that I want to share with you that you shouldn't treat email marketing as an afterthought. And many store owners do that. And I get why. There is a lot of things to do when setting up your store, aside from the entire operation of running your store. But it's a big mistake to treat email marketing as an afterthought, because most people visiting your store aren't going to buy on their very first visit. That's just how e-commerce works. And if you're not capturing emails, you have no way to bring them back to your store. And if you have any experience with paid ads, you already know that it's quite expensive to attract people to your website. So please do your best to capture those visitors, because you paid so much money for getting them there. And a really simple way to do it, it doesn't take you days or weeks to figure this out. So for example, let's say this is your store. If we open here a product page, and after a few seconds, a pop-up appears, which is this pop-up: you've got a mystery discount. If they click yes, please reveal it, they can enter their email. And this is just a great way of capturing those visitors on your website. And if you add a pop-up like this to your website, you should be capturing around 10% of your visitors' email addresses. So again, 10% of your visitors, that's a lot. And that is a realistic number if your pop-up is set up correctly, just like this one you see here. And if you aren't sure how to set up that pop-up on your Shopify website, simply download my guide, the #1 e-commerce email marketing tactic. So it's a 17-page PDF document where I go over step by step how to set that up in your store. So the tool I use to create these pop-ups is called Omnisend. So we're now in the Omnisend email tool. And as you can see, this is the dashboard of the Omnisend tool. It's very simple. Step 1, step 2, enter the email. And just so you know, I've tested 35 email marketing tools. You can read my entire review on my website, learnwithrobin.com. But the bottom line is that I went with Omnisend. And if you want to check out Omnisend, they have a really nice free plan, but I also have a 30% discount code if you want to check them out. The link is below in the description. And when it comes to the footer of your website, I suggest to copy what the 7 and 8 figure brands are doing. So take Bloom Nutrition, for example. So Bloom Nutrition hit 57 million in revenue in 2025, and it was founded in 2019. And here you can see their footer. So in the footer, they also added a newsletter sign up, as you can see over here. So you could add something like this in your footer as well. And although not a lot of people might scroll all the way down to your footer, it still isn't a dead space either. You can put an email sign up there just like Bloom Nutrition did. So bottom line, please don't forget email marketing for your Shopify store. So sorry for the long rant about email marketing, but it's just a very important part of your e-commerce success. But let's get back to Dawn and its footer options over here. And as I mentioned, there are only 3 options. So that's what you're working with the Dawn theme. And let me now show you the Horizon theme. And this is the Horizon template, the free Shopify Horizon template. And if we scroll down to the footer, and if we click here on add a section, you already see a very big difference here in terms of options. Look at that long list of options you have for adding sections to your footer between Horizon and Dawn. Again, this is the Dawn template, only 3 options, and this is the Horizon template, a long list of options. And yes, the Shopify magic is inside the Horizon theme as well, just like in the Dawn theme. But let's do a quick comparison between the free templates, Dawn and Horizon, with, for example, a very popular paid Shopify theme. So this is a $400 paid Shopify theme. It's called the Prestige theme. So I've installed the Prestige theme in my Shopify store. And if we scroll down all the way to the bottom, to the footer, and if we now click here on add a section, you can see also a big list of options. And obviously there are more options than the free Dawn theme, but honestly, Horizon keeps up and it costs absolutely nothing. Horizon is free. So again, to make sure you understand, this is the default footer when you install the $400 Prestige theme. And I always like to compare it with the free version of the free themes of Shopify. So the Horizon theme, for example. So as you can see over here, this is the footer I created. I tried to replicate the Prestige footer just to see if I could do that inside the free Horizon theme. So again, this is the footer of the $400 theme. This is the footer I created using the free Horizon theme. So as you can see, we have the store benefits here at the top of the footer, similar how the Prestige skin has it. Also the 4 benefits of the store. Then we have the email sign up, similar to the Prestige theme, the email sign up. Then we have some navigation links over here, similar in the Prestige theme. Then in the Prestige theme, we have some payment images here. I added them as well here at the bottom right corner here. So the only thing I couldn't replicate natively inside the Horizon theme was the localization feature. So Horizon, if we take a look at the Horizon theme, it doesn't have that feature for the footer by default. It does have the localization feature in the header, but not for the footer. But that was basically the only limitation I saw when trying to replicate a $400 theme footer. And here's another footer I created using the free Horizon theme. A bigger logo, some clean columns with some dividers, as you can see over here. A bigger email sign up field. So very simple, but it looks professional. Some social media icons here at the bottom right corner. Here we have some links, some policy links we can add. So let's take a look at one more example, which is the paid Shopify theme, the Shapes theme, which costs $380. And if we scroll all the way to the footer, you can see it has these decorative shape elements inside the footer. And Horizon doesn't offer these shape elements by default, but nowadays with AI, this is actually pretty easy to build yourself, but you do have to implement a little bit of custom coding here. And now if we take a look at my footer inside my Horizon template, as you can see over here, I have these shape dividers. I created them themselves in roughly 10 minutes using AI. And as you can see over here, if we click this icon to view that shape divider, you can now see that wave element over here. And if we click the shape divider, we can select different shape styles. So for example, a zigzag. We can enable an animation, as you can see over here. And we can also add a shape divider at the bottom here, as you can see over here. So let's turn the animation off for the top one. I'm gonna turn the animation off. And as you can see, there is also a little animation at the bottom here. It might be a little bit hard to see because it's gray, but it's very similar to this style you see over here. Of course, they used very bright colors, so you can see it clearly. So I can of course change the color here as well, so you can see the shape a little bit better. We can just simply change the background color of the shape, and as you can see now, the shape is red as well. I'm gonna undo these actions though. So how did I add these shape elements inside the free Horizon theme? So I added some custom code. So we have to click here on exit, and then to add some custom code, you click here on the three dots of the theme you want to edit. You click on edit the code, and then for this particular shapes element, I created a new section inside the custom code, and this is the element, the shape divider liquid. So what you do, you basically click on new file, name the file, add this content into that file. You click at the top right corner here on save, and it's done. And if you want to copy the exact code I used to create that shape element, it's on this page. You can simply just copy the entire part here and paste it in. I also added the exact steps you have to follow to add that custom code to your Shopify store. So I'll leave a link down below to this page. You simply have to create an account inside my course platform. Simply sign up for free and you get access to these section shapes for free. And a few other quick footer tips. Many people want to delete the powered by Shopify element inside the footer. Nowadays, it is really easy. It was a little bit more complicated before, but now you just click on the element powered by Shopify and you simply disable this. And now the powered by Shopify is gone. And one more thing, maybe you want to tweak the name in the bottom left here. So this is actually your store name, and to tweak that, we have to exit this editor here. We have to click on settings, bottom left corner, and then go to general, and then over here we have the store contact details. If you change the store name here, so let's say we change it and we add London here and click save. And now if we go back to the footer, as you can see, now we have London here as well. Apparently we didn't save the template while disabling this one here. So once disabled, click save, and now the Shopify mention is gone. And one quick tip before you go, if you want to create a similar pop-up like I created here on this website, simply download this 17-page PDF that I created. I explain everything how to create that pop-up. I'll leave a link down below in the description for you to download this guide for free. And one more thing, if you want to learn more about building your Shopify store with Horizon, I have a full course on that as well. You can see it here on the screen. screen. In that course, I explain everything you see here on this website, how I created this website, and I'll show you step by step how you can do that as well. So we'll go over creating the mega menu. We'll go over creating these collection pages. So if you like this design you see over here, then definitely check out that course. Also how to create these product pages. I'll explain everything in that course. It's a really hands-on, easy to follow course for beginners.